All right, thank you.
Hey, Umberto, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry about that. My password, I guess, had to change it with an extra dot. My bad.
No, it's all right. Sorry for bothering you about this.
That's fine. Ms. Elliott, you're on the line, I believe. Everyone hear me? Everyone there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you, Limari. Commissioner Elliott, Commissioner Tillotson, are you able to unmute yourself?
Went ahead and asked him to unmute.
Hello there, Commissioner Tillotson, Elliott.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry for the delay. I'm out of town right now, so setting it up is a little bit more of a hassle. My bad.
No problem. Do we have a quorum?
You do.
I'm here, Jeannie.
Yeah, and Commissioner Larios Limari's here too. I'm hoping Ramos jumps in. Well, either way, because the item we have, Commissioner Larios is going to have to abstain. She already talked to Fernando and me because she lives near the 300 feet radius of that site.
Okay.
But an abstention, I mean, it still would count towards like allowing the vote. So I think that would still be enough to pass the resolution. But it'd be good if Ramos also joined us.
Hi, Donna. I heard you.
Hi, Jeannie. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there. How about you?
Same way.
I wish we could meet down at the Pegasus room with our 6-foot distance and masks.
Yes, it's going to be time pretty quick, I think.
I hope so.
Yep.
Do we want to go ahead and get started, or we want to wait a few more minutes?
If you don't mind waiting for Fernando, because I'm going to step
getting him
out
through.
one. Yeah, I know. Once he gets on, so we can kick it off.
Okay.
Sorry about that, everyone.
There we go.
Okay, I think he just joined us.
Okay.
Fernando, you there?
Yes, I am. Sorry about that. I was it was asking me for a password. Not sure what was going on, but
Yes. Sorry on my end. My password messed up, and I had to reset it for Humberto to be able to log on. And I am traveling my way back to Avenal, so this is where I say goodbye and good luck.
thanks, Tony.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Be safe.
All right. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order then. Do we have approval of the minutes from the last meeting of June 1st?
I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
And I second?
Okay. All in favor?
Are we having roll call?
Yes, sorry. I'm not used to doing the roll call myself. Let's see. Commissioner Tillotson,
Aye.
Commissioner Elliott,
Aye.
Commissioner Larios.
Aye.
All right. We have 3 ayes and no nays, and I guess we don't have any absent because we only have 4 or 3 commissioners at this time, right? No. Wait, who are we missing? We're
Mr.
missing
Ramos?
Ramos.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 1 absent. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, we'll move on to public comment, announcements, unscheduled appearances. Any person may directly address the Planning Commission at this time on items on the agenda or on any other items of interest to the public within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Planning Commission. State law prohibits any member of the Commission from commenting or taking action on matter not on the agenda. Comment is limited to 3 minutes per person. Is there anyone calling in that has a comment? All right. We'll close the public comment and move on to our public hearing. Fernando, staff report.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Tillotson. This is a very straightforward application that we received from Ms. Eva Maria Plasencia, who resides at 404 South 3rd Avenue. Her application was for permission to build a porch of about 166 square feet, 167 square feet in front of an ADU that they have in the back of the primary residence. Which building the porch would cut into the 20-foot setback in the backyard that's required, and it would only leave an 11-foot setback from the rear fence. And so the Planning Commission can consider granting a variance for this item. We have found that the required findings can be made for this particular variance. And as far as CEQA and the Environmental Quality Act is concerned, it is exempt. It would be exempt from CEQA review. Again, we do believe that the application meets the requirements for approval for a variance, and we are recommending that the Planning Commission approve this this variance application. And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
From the drawings and everything, it seemed pretty straightforward to me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Okay,
Great.
has anyone come forward that wants to speak about this?
We have not received any comments on this item.
Okay. I guess officially we open the floor for a public hearing. If there's anyone online that would like to make a comment about this variance? All right, we'll close the public hearing. Any discussion, Ms. Elliott, since it's me and you?
I think it's a very good idea. I have no problem at all.
I don't either. Fernando, where do we stand if it's just me and Mrs. Elliott?
Actually, Commissioner
Lamari
Larios
had to, has to abstain from this one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I can't vote.
Very true. Well, you know, I think everyone expected Martin to be here, so we may actually have to table this until the next to the next Planning Commission meeting.
Okay, can we go through the rest of the meeting and then come back to it in case he joins us a little bit later?
Yeah, absolutely. We can continue the hearing until whenever you would like, including the end of the meeting. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then does somebody need to move that, or can we just go ahead and do that?
Yeah, procedurally, we would need a motion and a second, and then the roll call to continue the meeting.
Okay. Do I have a motion to move it to the end of the meeting?
I so move.
I second.
Okay, roll call vote. Commissioner Elliott,
Aye.
Commissioner Tillotson,
Aye.
and Commissioner Larios.
Aye.
3 ayes, 1 absent. So then I think at the end of the meeting, if Commissioner Ramos is still not present, then we can move to, or the Planning Commission can move to continue it to the next Planning Commission meeting.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
See, we have no new business and we have no old business unless anyone has anything to bring forward from previous. All right. Economic Development Oversight Committee comments.
Yes, thank you. We have, it's funny that everybody thought that things would slow down with COVID since everything happened, but we've actually have been busier than we've ever been at the city, which is a good sign. Yeah, if you've gone by over on Corcoran and Kern, you'll see all the work that's going into that subdivision out there, 120 homes. They're going to start off with the first 9 homes along Kern Street facing the new apartments. We're also, next month, you'll be presented with an application to build a 16-unit apartment complex on 7th Avenue and Mendocino. So right next to Hearthstone Village, the empty 1-acre lot that's just north of it. And so, yeah, and we're looking at, so Panda Koala, who's a major home builder here in town, is now also looking at planning for their 3rd phase of their master plan out there by the middle school. So yeah, things are moving along, and thankfully, you know, we're keeping up. We did receive an award from the state through SB 2, Senate Bill 2, that is going to give us some money to implement a online permitting system that is going to help us expedite and keep better track of our permitting process, not just for building and planning and zoning, but also for code enforcement, for business licenses, for our housing program administration. So we've already kicked off the project, and we're hoping to have it implemented and up and running by the first of the year. So yeah, we're hopeful for that. You know, we've been getting, we're thankful that we've been getting some grant awards lately. I mentioned SB2. We're also waiting for a $5 million funding agreement from the state for our water transmission line, which is something that we've been working on for several years now. And so once we have that agreement in place, we can start replacing the transmission line that goes from I-5 to the top of the tank, to the top of the hill over at Tank 3. That gives us a lot of problems in terms of frequent leaks, lots of overtime that is spent with our public works having to go out there at all hours of the night to repair leaks, and a lot of water that's wasted too. So it's going to be huge for the community, for our water resources. So yeah, we're implementing the kids park. We're meeting with some park designers this week to look at different concepts for the park behind the boxing club. Even though it's a very small space, we are very, my goal is to make it a very attractive and maybe a little bit outside the box kind of space. So to get more people out there, something that we don't have at our other parks. And so we want to be really creative with that. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. We're starting on our, we signed a contract already with the engineer for our crosswalk project on Skyline. As many of you know, Skyline has some unsafe crossing areas, particularly in front of Rice's Liquor with Union, perpendicular with Union Avenue, where a lot of people cross, a lot of students going to Avenal High School and just community members in general. So we're looking at putting in-ground warning lights, radar speed signs, some high visibility crosswalks, and things like that. So that's just kind of a handful of the things we've got going on. We really, I found out today, so Tony and myself, as well as our community activities department, Humberto, also has been helping us with getting our local businesses applying for the $400,000 that the county has made available to help businesses who've been affected by the pandemic, which is basically everyone. And I found out today that the county received 20 applications so far from Avenal, and they're pretty much maxing out the funding. The county and some other folks were concerned that, you know, if we could get enough people to apply for the funding to get that money in Avenal businesses' hands, and it looks like that's going to happen. So, you know, credit to the staff and to everyone who worked hard on that to make sure that people were applying and that they knew how to apply. We set up individual one-on-one meetings at the tech center to help people apply, to help them scan and print and go through the application and upload documents, and it turned out to be pretty effective. So we're very excited about that. And yeah, I think off the top of my head, I think that is all I have. Oh, by the way, the community center, if you've driven by on High Drill, not a lot of work has been done in the last month, but it is a building that we have there now that's fully kind of enclosed, and we're waiting on the manufacturer for the stonework, the architectural stonework that's going to go on the front of the building. They had to shut down for a couple of months due to COVID, so we're just waiting for them to be able to produce the stone that we're putting there. And then now, after that's done, pretty much the entire exterior of the building will be done. And then we'll just, we're waiting on some additional funds from the state to finish more of the inside, to get the basketball court up and running and get some, like the fire sprinklers and mechanical equipment and things like that. So we're really excited about how that project's moving forward.
It's a good sized building.
It's huge, yeah. And if you get the chance, you know, I'd be happy to give you a peek of the interior of the building. It's, once you're inside, oh my goodness, it's humongous. So 35,000 square feet. It's
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that is big.
If you do get together to look at the inside. Would you give me a call, Fernando?
Absolutely. Yeah, it would be my pleasure. I think I can only have 2 commissioners at a time to comply with Brown
Right.
Act requirements. But yeah, we can definitely do 2 at a time and have people take a look at our progress so far.
Okay.
And I believe Mr. Ramos, Commissioner Ramos has joined us.
Ah,
Martin, are you on the line? He might be muted. I see
Let me
his.
ask you to unmute real quick.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
There you
welcome.
are.
Sorry. I've been trying for the last 10 minutes.
That's okay. We all had trouble.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey, Martin, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so yeah, if there aren't any other questions, that's all the updates that I have.
I do have a question, Fernando. There's been a lot of rabble-rousing going on in town in regards to the landfill and what have you. Are you getting any kind of negative for the new housing tract that's going in over by Tamarack?
No, I have not heard anything regarding the subdivision and the effect of the landfill on that subdivision. I haven't heard personally anything at all about that.
Okay. All right. Well then, before we have comments from the Planning Commission, Mr. Ramos, since you just joined us, we'll go back to our, we'll open the discussion on the variance.
Okay.
Commissioner,
Fernando, could
Tillich?
you update
Yeah,
him
go
again?
ahead. Absolutely. I was just going to ask if I may. So Commissioner Ramos, this application that we have, we received from Ms. Plasencia, essentially she has a what we call a granny flat or an ADU, additional dwelling unit, in the back of the primary residence, and she's looking to build a porch attached to the ADU that would cut into the 20-foot required setback that we have in the backyards for residences, single-family residences, and then we reduce that setback to 11 feet. But staff found that the Planning Commission could make the required findings to approve this variance if it so chooses, and that we would be recommending the approval of this application.
I got no problem with that.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Lamari has to abstain from the vote, so if there's no other comments, then we can go ahead and I'll ask for a motion for the approval of the variance.
I move that 2020-08 be resolution 2020-08 be approved by the Avenal Planning Commission, and that the commission approve variance 2020-02 to allow the construction of a covered patio shade structure at 404 South 3rd Avenue, which would leave a front yard setback of only 11 feet.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All right, roll call vote. Commissioner Tillotson,
Aye.
Commissioner Elliott,
Aye.
Commissioner Ramos,
Aye.
and Commissioner Larios.
Aye.
She can't vote.
I think you have to say abstain. Just
Abstain.
just
Yeah.
for the record. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So that passes with 3 ayes, 1 abstention.
Okay. Then we move on to comments, planning commissioners. Ms. Donna.
Good meeting, Jeannie.
I'd like to see your
Agreed.
face again.
It's getting older, I'll tell you that.
Lamari?
So I'm not sure if we can discuss this, but okay. So I'm talking about like the presentation of Avenal. So coming on the 33, driving on the 33 every day, coming from home from work. On Merced, West Merced and 33, there's like an empty area lot where there's like some apartments. I don't know about you, everyone else, but I don't know if we can maybe put like a pocket park there, or maybe like I don't know, do something to make it look a lot nicer. I don't know if this is something we can, discuss, or we can bring it up to somebody. But I really like that, especially because, it's kind of just run down place, and I don't know. What do you guys think?
Fernando, I was under the impression when we had our little session, I guess a month ago, whenever it was, we learned what we should say and not say at meetings, that this would be something that it is perfectly fine, but it needs to be put on the agenda of a meeting.
That's absolutely correct. And I was going to say, this is something we can definitely discuss at the next meeting as an agenda item. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Great.
Mr. Ramos?
I kind of have another comment, kind of like Ms. Lamari's comment. I was just talking to a gentleman right now here on, he lives on Leemore and Whitney, and he was telling me that in the alley, maybe we can put this in the agenda so we can discuss that later. And I mean,
I believe that would be right. I think that would have to go on the agenda, don't you think, Fernando?
Yeah. If you give me just some more information about what the issue is that we can put on the agenda.
Okay. So yeah, he was just concerned that a lot of trash is being thrown in the alley, bags of, bad stuff and graffiti and stuff like that.
Okay. It could be something that I could just follow up on without planning commission having any sort of discussion. I could just follow up with staff to see if that's an area where they can maybe take a closer look at without really any further discussion.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. One thing I forgot to mention, if I may, sorry, Jeannie, I know cutting into the commissioner's time here.
You're fine.
Most of you might be aware that our fifth planning commissioner, Lulu Carrizales, she was recently appointed to fill a vacant spot on the Avenal City Council. So that's why she's not here today. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that. So we're going to be, as soon as we get an official letter of resignation from Ms. Carrizales, we'll go back to the City Council for them to appoint someone to the vacant planning commission spot.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's no further comments or questions, we adjourn the meeting.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye,
See you
guys.
next month.
See you next month.
See you next month.
Fernando, do
Bye-bye.
you need to come up to the city?
Yeah, when you have a moment, just to sign that resolution.
Okay. What time? When are you in, or just to see Angie, or?
Yeah, if I'm not in, I'll be in tomorrow all day for the most part. But if I'm not in, Angie can help you for sure.
Okay. No problem. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jeannie. Take care.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good evening.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.